Hello and welcome to a walkthrough of my 2017 Week in the Life album. So my title page is really just the inside of the album where I put these few things, and I tried actually to stamp the dates of the week directly onto the album, but I forgot to use StazOn ink, and so it smeared right off, so I used this little banner to cover it up. So if you decide you want to stamp directly on this, it's glossy, so you have to use StazOn ink. So I was lucky enough to get these transparency dividers, which are so fun. So that's kind of the first official page. And what I did to adhere this is I used the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher, and then I covered the staple with this chipboard from the Up kit. This is Everything is Coming Up Roses. And then on the other side, I put a little flare. I can't remember which kit this is from, but it's from one of Ali Edwards' kits. So something that happened for me this week that I'm fine with, but just is something to kind of note, is that I did a lot more detailed journaling at the beginning of the week. And then the end was much more casual, which I think is fine because it's kind of like, you know, you get a little taste of each style within the same week. So for this first day, I have like 7:51, I wake up, 8 o'clock, I walk out the door, 8:05, I'm at the car shop for an oil change. And I do that for all of Monday, and then I think a little bit of Tuesday, and then I don't do it the rest of the week. But I don't get perfectionistic about this project in terms of having rules and things all have to be the same, because I think that's part of the fun is you can make the rules yourself, you know, you can do it however you want to do it. So, and I like mixing up I think one of the fun things about this is mixing up the page protectors, like different styles and sizes. It makes it, you know, really dynamic. So capturing a lot of routines, a lot of small things. I think it's also interesting as I look through this week, thinking about the things that are the same and the things that are different each day. So every day I go downstairs into my craft room and do my thing, but some days are definitely different in certain ways. So it's kind of cool to see that. And for this photo, this was actually a horizontal picture that I took, and the bed cut off like right here. But I took the photo into Photoshop, and I used the clone stamp to repeat this section on down to extend the bed so that I could put this journaling here. That's something I sometimes do if I want more space. And again, going back to the perfectionist thing, like I know these are a little bit off, but it's like whatever. It's, you know, it's down, and nobody's probably ever going to notice besides me anyway. So this is dropping my daughter off at daycare. This is all the stuff that we have to get and bring. It's like, oh my gosh, getting out of the house in the morning is like, you know, quite an event. And things tell stories, you know. So like my makeup bag, I make a list here of what all this stuff is, but like my makeup bag tells the story that I, you know, often don't get my makeup done until I'm at work, as evidenced by right here. So I'm doing my makeup at work. And I did, again, do this kind of detailed log of my workday, which is really, I think, interesting, or going to be interesting, I think, in the future, especially as things change and I forget things. So this is actually the only card, the whole album, that I do any handwriting on. The typing worked best for me because I kept notes about what happened each day in my notes app, so then I was able to just copy and paste, and it would have taken a lot more work for me to like transcribe it, you know. Is that the right word? Where I like would write it out. So I like the way that it turned out to just type everything. This is a screenshot of a video of my friend. We send videos back and forth, me and a couple of my friends, and that's her showing me her LuLaRoe leggings that are super cute. And this is actually, I came home to this Week in the Life kit being in the mail, so that was kind of funny. I used a lot of self-timer this week, so I would just set my phone up and just hope for the best. Sometimes it took like 3 or 4 tries to get a photo that worked, but it was worth it for the times that it worked. So then this I incorporated, my daughter watercolored this picture this day when we were downstairs in my craft room. And then it was actually her ploy to watch Bert and Ernie. So this is her watching TV after she did her artwork. And I incorporated other kits in this as well. I think this is from the Me story kit. I think both of these elements are. Not taking out the trash. Just daily things, you know. This is Brandy Kincaid, I think from Feed Your Craft. She has a few different lines, but I think that's from Feed Your Craft. And then this is Studio Calco. And I like when I'm looking at this, like all these colors that, you know, kind of go together. I love mixing and matching cards that way. My Super Healthy Breakfast, which again tells a story. And my husband's home with my daughter on Wednesday mornings until he goes in around 11 to work. And so I asked him to send me a picture, and this is what he sent me. And then I wrote the story of kind of what they were doing Wednesday morning, and then what I'm doing Wednesday morning. And so Wednesday nights he works late, so it's kind of my daughter and I's special night. So this talks about kind of our routine on Wednesday nights and what we do. This is another self-timer. I think this took a couple tries to get one that was, you know, good enough and not weird. I'm doing dishes and the refrigerator, just very small detail things that I love to include in this project. I woke up Thursday morning and had crazy bedhead, so I was like, I'm going to just incorporate this into the story. And I think this is actually from the Week in the Life project last year, which is why I think getting these digital kits is so great, because they work really well for Project Life as well, because they're centered around the week and the days, and, you know. So got a lot of use out of that Week in the Life kit even for this project. This one I took a selfie in the bathroom at work, which is pretty classy, I think. And then this stamp set, I really, really, really like the stamp set for this, and I was excited to use it this way. Kind of, again, logging my work day. And then just routines at work that I was noticing, like, these are two of my coworkers, and I'll notice, like, they'll each come to my office, and then we'll all be hanging out. So small routines like that, you know, are important to honor and remember. Then dinner out, and then my daughter's school conference. I'm always trying to take pictures, you know, without people knowing, because I like candid shots, and I like pictures of people that don't know they're getting their picture taken, which sounds kind of creepy, but I just like people in their natural state. You know, I feel like people change when they know that they're getting their picture taken. So I try to be a non-creepy candid photographer, which is kind of a tall order sometimes. This is from the Read Story kit, and then just put that little rubber piece on. So you'll notice, like, let's see, this is halfway through the week, a little bit over. So this is like much thicker on this side. So what that means is that I did a lot more documenting towards the beginning of the week, which again, like, that's fine. It just happens that way. But I noticed I got less as the week went on. This is me, the door that I walk in every day to work, and I saw these flyers that I had designed actually earlier in the week on the door, so I thought that I would put that in. And then every single Friday, one of my coworkers brings donuts, and that's always the donut that I choose, so I thought I would do that. And my husband was off this Friday with my daughter, so again, asked him to send me pictures of what they did. So this is them at the library, and then he said this cute thing when I came home, that she was just a joy all day, so I quoted him and wrote that down. And then this page is just sort of like a mix of various things from throughout the week. There wasn't a specific day that any of these went with. I just put them here because they go well with the 2x2 on the back of that Friday. So these are all the albums that she's listening to right now and really likes. And I write about that here. And then this is a photo of her. She really likes to my daughter likes to put stickers all over her leg, like a tattoo sleeve. So that's that. And then these are the 3 shows that we're really into right now. And I talk about them here. And then this was just talking about dinner and how it was sort of gross on Friday night because we accidentally used expired pasta. And then open Saturday with breakfast. And so I did one of the transparency days and then just cut it along this circle so that it would not cover it and fit well. And you can, like, barely see it. I mean, it's a very subtle embellishment, but I really like that. I think it's kind of cool. Shopping, doing errands on Saturday. And then the things I do during her nap time, so cleaning, laundry. We did a play date. And then this was, I was thinking, oh, like I'll take a selfie of us driving. And then I noticed how often I look at her in the rearview mirror. Probably not super safe because I'm always staring at her. But I thought that would be a great thing to capture, is kind of our interaction through the rearview mirror, especially when she's kind of making a face because she knows it's making me laugh. So I really liked that shot. And then her outfit was just like so cute. I couldn't even handle it, so I took that picture of her. My husband cooking dinner, and we watched Peter Pan. And then these were just 2 cute cards that they were filler cards because I didn't have anything else to put there. And then Sunday, my husband told me a cute story when we were listening to the radio about the song that was on and a memory he had about a girl he used to like in elementary school. Kind of random, but dancing and hanging out in the house. The other thing that I did, like my journaling here, is talking to my daughter. And in the beginning, like my work days, it's kind of present tense. Like it certainly shifts a lot throughout the album, but again, like I think it's fine. I don't think anybody's going to be judgmental about that in the future. I think the point is that the story's down. So this is this cat that keeps coming to our house. Got to hang out with him. This is a picture that my daughter was coloring and really into. Our shower, the things that are in the shower right now, which I think, again, really interesting. Small things, you know, be interesting later in life probably. Our routine of cleaning on Sunday afternoons, and then this last picture that kind of closes out the book. So I put my phone camera up onto our fireplace mantle to take a shot of all of us hanging out in the room. And it was so high up that I couldn't really see what it was capturing. And then after it took, I looked at it and I was like, oh, Ellie's not in it. But then I realized that, like, it's a great shot of us looking at her, and that tells an even better story. So I just loved it and ended up not even taking another picture because I thought this is really it. Like, this is the point, is like our focus on her and our, the way that we look and again, where our focus is really, that tells a story. So I super liked that. And then I put this little quote here that says, what seems ordinary is often the extraordinary. Because I think that's exactly what this project's about, is like the ordinary daily things like laundry and dishes and routines. So I hope that if you're doing Week in the Life, you have a great time and that you got some good ideas out of this. So, all right, thanks for watching.